Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple family members, friends, and colleagues. Looks like they officially dropped the trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash on YouTube and other internet platforms. Of course, I actually saw the first glimpse of this trailer when I was watching the Fantastic Four First Steps. Overall, I have to say it looks pretty much like the same Avatar we have been getting. One thing that I didn't like, even with the fire element with the red Na'vi, is they didn't actually make them red, and I thought that would have been kind of cool and something that makes them distinctly different from the Na'vi that we are accustomed to. I thought they were going to do a little more with just the design there. To me, looks like still the blue Na'vi with just, I guess you could say, red paint and different characteristics to differentiate themselves from the other tribes. And so overall, I thought the trailer was okay. To me, it felt a little underwhelming. I already know this film's going to make over $1 billion easy. Every Avatar does, so why wouldn't this one, right? And more than likely, I'll still watch it. Like I said, the fire element does have me intrigued. I just thought aesthetically it would have looked a little different, or maybe there would have been some more intensity to the trailer itself. Kind of played like an underwhelming video game trailer, but let's read into it. James Cameron drops Fire and Ash trailer, but is the Avatar magic still there? Can James Cameron go 3 for 3 with Best Picture nominations for his latest Avatar installment? It's almost certain to rake in massive box office returns, but will the critics and the Academy be just as enthusiastic? So let's just talk about the critics, not so much the Academy. Don't really care too much about that. A trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash has been officially released online. The footage showcases more dazzling vistas of Pandora, new tribes, and sweeping action. The film introduces the fiery Ash people, a Na'vi clan that has forsaken Hiwa, mixed up against the Wind Traders, who represent a more peaceful side of Pandora. The conflict feels eerily familiar. The visuals look stunning in high res, but for all its technical beauty, will it be more of the same, or will Cameron shake it up for this third installment? James Cameron, by the way, side note, has already said he's definitely going to be deep diving on characters, making the story and the narrative a lot more depthy so that we get away from just looking at the visual aesthetic of the film. That can kind of lull you into a sense of security to where you say, oh, wow, it was entertaining on that aspect, but not too much depth to it. So I'm glad that James Cameron said he wanted to focus on the writing and narrative of this film. And so that's what I'm going to be looking at most when I watch it. Like I said, when you're looking at Avatar, aesthetically, yes, it looks good. But like I said, plays like a video game trailer at this point in time. And watching the trailer, I don't know if maybe the sound wasn't right or anything like that. Could have been that the speakers weren't blasting the trailer. But as I was watching it, I didn't feel like, man, I really have to watch this movie. It just kind of played through, and I was like, okay, Avatar is coming out in 5-6 months. All right, I'm still going to watch it. But there was nothing to me that was extremely exciting about it. I am going to watch it again on YouTube later on today. Maybe slow it down, see if there's some little Easter egg things in there, little things that I didn't notice the first time around. But overall, if I had to rate this trailer out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 5.5 or 6, to be quite honest. Maybe the second trailer will have more intensity applied to it. So we'll have to see. The author of the article goes on to state that, in his opinion, Avatar doesn't have a big cultural impact. It doesn't have that staying power that other films that James Cameron produced had, and I actually disagree with that, to be quite honest, as far as the cultural footprint argument goes. You're talking about two films that are like both top 10 highest grossing films ever, with Avatar 1 being the highest grossing film of all time. Not adjusting for inflation at this point in time, obviously the list would be a little different there, but for that film to come out in 2009 and then about 12, 13 years later, James Cameron drops the second film and that film makes about $2 billion. You can't say it doesn't have a cultural footprint. That doesn't make much sense. But let's continue. More recently, Cameron confirmed plans for Avatar 6 and Avatar 7. The filmmaker will be 76 by the time the fifth one is released. The good news is that it sounds like he won't be directing 6 and 7, stating he'll be passing the baton to another filmmaker, or so he says. He'll probably still have a major say in their creative direction, but we need more original stories from James Cameron. And I've touched on that a bit as well with his Hiroshima project that he plans on doing. And so that's going to be very interesting as well if he can get that done in between all of these Avatars. We obviously know that Avatar 4 and 5 are going to be releasing in 2029 respectively, and Avatar 5 will be releasing in December of 2031. And so with that being said, ladies and gents, let me know what you thought about the Avatar Fire and Ash trailer. I'm going to link it down in the description. I want to hear your thoughts on where you think Avatar is going. What do you think about the previous films? What do you think about the future of Avatar? And more specifically, what do you think about the trailer? Do you get excited to watch this film? Yes or no? Want to hear your thoughts on that. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this this video with some family members, friends, and colleagues. Let them know to subscribe. Everybody ring the bell for notifications to stay updated and be safe. It's Neff signing off.